Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from whatever you watch this channel. The writing is now on the wall, and to be honest, things seem to be changing faster than people would have imagined. Dismas Baraza is one person who has always received massive support within the Western Kenya, especially Bungoma region and Trans Nzoia region, especially in the run-up to the 2022 general election. If you've been following some of the events in Western, most of the time when Eugene Wamalwa is talking to the people, and if at all Dismas Baraza happen to surface, you will realize that the crowd is always shifting to the side of Dismas Baraza. But in this latest happening, things seems to have changed, and it appears as if the people on the ground are beginning to see light at the end of the tunnel. Now, I want to take you to a story where Dismas Baraza, being one of the key persons of William Ruto in the Western region, was heckled, booed, and had to be whisked away by his security. That was a funeral session, and Dismas Baraza appeared to have attacked someone who he was not supposed to attack. So I want to take you to that incident, ladies and gentlemen, because it's pretty disturbing, and how Dismas Baraza was whisked away could tell a lot. But before you do that, like this video. That's the only way you support this channel, and subscribe to our channel if you're not subscribed before. And to existing subscribers, thank you so much for your support. Now, this is what Baraza said. People of Bumula, your MP had a report indicating that Education CS Ezekiel Machogu had employed people from his community. And I told him that there is no problem with Machogu doing that. The problem is when our people like Sungura, who have influence and means but fail to use it to employ their people. You know, Sungura is the kin to the deceased. So Dismas Baraza decided to attack Sungura, who is the kin to the deceased. And that is why people could not agree with Dismas Baraza anymore.
Bana bebo mura mulembe. Mulembe zwa. Mulembe te. Yawe.
And if you look at the way, the whisking was done, how commotion and how the chaos escalated, one would easily tell that in Western Kenya, the ground is slowly shifting. Of course, one would say that in Western Kenya, the people there still recognize ODM, and ODM is the party to beat in the Western Kenya. That is a reality. That's why you find that the people in that region voted for more of ODM leaders than ANC and Wetangula's faction. You know, that is why you find that in Vihiga County, the member of the governor there is an ODM governor. If you go to areas like Kakamega, governor there is an ODM governor. If you go to Busia, the governor is an ODM governor. So what does that mean? It's very simple, ladies and gentlemen. It means this, that in Western Kenya, the people are still in support of Raila Amolo Odinga's team. So there were people who were trying to pull the people of Western towards UDA, and that was led by Wetangula and Mudavadi. And that is why you find that this time round, at least some votes went to Ruto. Votes which would have gone to ODM, those votes went to Ruto. And this is areas like Bungoma and areas like Trans Nzoia. So these are two areas which have been considered as swing votes in the western region. Though that's why you find that most of the time William Ruto, Gachagua, they tour those places because they know that that is a vote basket that they should protect. So what is slowly happening now, ladies and gentlemen, as far as what has taken place where Baraza was attending, the meeting that Baraza was attending, the funeral one. If that could happen, if he could be heckled, if he could be chased away from that event, that can only tell you one thing, that the ground is again shifting towards ODM. I mean, those are just my opinions, ladies and gentlemen, but I could be right, and at the same time, I could be wrong. But what if I'm right? If I'm right, it means the Tawe movement of Natembea, the Tawe movement seems to be taking effect. The Tawe movement that has chased Wetangula from Trans Nzoia and literally Bungoma. The Tawe movement that has silenced Baraza, Dismas Baraza. That Tawe movement could be ensuring that the shift of these votes is going back to where it belongs. And where does it belong? It belongs in the ODM and Azimio. So that is what I make from this sudden change of event, ladies and gentlemen. If I may take you to Dismas Baraza, allow me to talk about Dismas Baraza, especially what happened at Kibra. You know what happened that made Dismas Baraza, run from that the campaign period, made him run from that area. Also, if I may take you to areas like Western is predominant, especially, Kimilili has always been Dismas Baraza's stronghold. But going by the statistics that we see on the ground, things seems to be shifting also. Things are shifting, and they are shifting in favor of his opponent. Of course, we know Baraza is going to vie for gubernatorial position. He indicated that, though he's going to vie on a Ford Kenya ticket. But then there is also a concern here. What if Wetangula decides that he wants to vie for governor position? Because we know that Wetangula will not dissolve his party to join UDA, because that is what is being pushed on, that he should dissolve his party to join UDA. But if he does that, he will not have a stronghold, and if he does that, he will not have bargaining power. So Wetangula also knows that. That's why he's not going to dissolve his party. So if he doesn't dissolve his party, that means when it comes to the issue of a speaker election, they might decide to give a person who is in UDA. Because right now even Mudavadi is being pushed and forced to dissolve ANC. Even though we know that Mudavadi is not the party leader, but he's being pushed because he has influence in that party. But the problem is that the ANC people have refused. Just the same way to the Ford Kenya delegates. They refused to have that move actualized. So if that is the case, that means Wetangula might want to vie for a gubernatorial position and not a senator this time round for 2 terms. Now, if this happens, then Dismas Baraza will be in trouble, because going by the heckling, the chaos, and what is happening on the ground, especially after the shooting of the voter in 2022, after that happened, Dismas Baraza has been slowly losing ground. And that's why you find that most of the time this time around, he does a lot of local politics as opposed to national politics, because he realized that the ground will shift. And because the ground will shift in favor of ODM or in favor of DAPK or any other Azimio party, because that is the case, then it means Dismas Baraza will have to rethink his stand or rethink his position and do fresh calculations. So the heckling that took place is a strong message to the team of William Ruto, a strong message to Dismas Baraza and especially UDA. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you make of this move, what the people did there? Because that is pretty disturbing from the video I shared. So perhaps if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, please take 1 second and subscribe. Like this video. Till we catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.